Australia Day 2012 has been marred by an ugly incident in Canberra. Riot police were forced to rescue a terrified Prime Minister and the opposition leader after furious tent embassy protesters trapped them inside a restaurant. Lane Calcutt reports.
In the middle of that wedge, Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott, and a mad dash for the safety of a getaway car. The only thing between them and an angry, raging mob were police with shields. The Prime Minister, cradled by an officer, lost a shoe, stumbled slightly in the mayhem. The moment of terror captured here on Julia Gillard's face. Tony Abbott was pushed to the waiting car. When she got to the vehicle, you can see Julia Gillard shoved inside. And in a sign of the danger, the rear side of Mr. Abbott bustled in beside her. It was then the violence broke out as police tried to keep the protesters from the car and the car tried to get away. Finally, obviously shaken, the two leaders were sped to safety as police tried to beat back the surging crowd. Eventually, the police line held, the protesters backed away, the violence ended. On the 40th anniversary of the Aboriginal tent city, it was this comment by Tony Abbott in Sydney that sparked outrage in the capital.
I think it probably is time to move on from that.
Next door to the tent city celebrations, at the Lobby restaurant, Mr. Abbott and the Prime Minister were at an awards ceremony and the protesters found out. Julia Gillard and Mr. Abbott and guests were virtual prisoners, surrounded and locked inside. This was a moment the Prime Minister's security told her it was time to get out.
Right, okay.
We feel that the situation could deteriorate if we stay too much longer.
Okay, all right. What about Mr. Abbott? Where have we got him? We're going to help him through too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Julia Gillard then spoke briefly to Mr. Abbott.
I think it would be very easy for that glass to be smashed. The crowd look for everyone. So would they like us to go straight away?
They'll let us know, but we'll just... no, I think I'm fine. We'll just put it together when we're...
Sure.
No problem.
As police reinforcements poured in, and given little choice, our political leaders, under siege, took the risk and ran the gauntlet. The shoe the Prime Minister lost in the chaos is now in the protesters' possession, a trophy from a clash destined to become the image of Australia Day 2012. Lane Calcutt.